40, parents and carers are being urged by a charity to closely supervise their dogs this summer to reduce the number of attacks on children.
Yeah, the Dogs Trust have found that 84% of parents leave their children alone with dogs, but most people are actually bitten by an animal that is known to them. Well, Celestina Ololodia is at a dog rehoming centre in Oxford for us this morning. And it looks like chaos, Celestina. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. You joined me from the Blue Cross Rehoming Centre in Oxfordshire, and goodness me, how cute are these gorgeous puppies. We have Chai, we have Tetley and Jasmine as well. That's just some of the names of them, and goodness me, aren't they adorable? Now, we know, of course, that dogs are a key part of the family for so many people, but there are some risks when leaving them unsupervised, particularly with young children. Now, I've gone to meet one dog named Bryn. Here's his story. Bounds, full of energy and a zest for life, but things could have been very different for Bryn.
Poor Bryn came into us because of circumstances where he was left unsupervised with a child. An incident happened which involved the child then being injured by him. He was unsupervised, so there's never a full understanding of what exactly happened. But the owners were worried. You know, they had a young child, they didn't know what to do. They took him to a vet's for advice, and a number of options were there, were considering euthanasia for him.
Luckily, Dogs Trust stepped in and found him a foster home. But sadly, Bryn's story is not a one-off. Last year, 8,000 people were admitted to hospital with a dog bite injury. And new data shows that more than 90% of dog bites on children happened at home by dogs known to them. Despite this, 84% of parents told Dogs Trust that they leave their children and dogs together unsupervised.
We have seen an increase in situations where dogs have reacted unfavourably towards children, and a number of these times have been when children have been left unsupervised. You know, children are still maturing, they're still developing. Children aren't necessarily able to understand how a dog is behaving, what the dog is telling them, and they can misinterpret a simple thing like a dog going back on their back as a, oh, hello, and cuddle me, come and tickle my tummy. Whereas the dog could actually be saying, I'm quite scared of you, please give me some space.
Come on, Bryn.
Bryn's now enjoying life with foster carer Nicholas.
Good boy. He's fantastic company. He keeps me fit because we walk a lot. When I haven't got a dog, I don't do that. So he's just great. He's just great to have around. He's good for my health and good for my mental health, and obviously good for his.
So when a forever home is found, will it be hard to say goodbye?
It is difficult saying goodbye because they become very much part of your life. But you know they're going to a good home, and you know that you've hopefully changed their lives and set them on a good course. So it's very rewarding, as well as being sad to lose them.
Well, that was Bryn's story there. Now we can talk a little bit more about this with Kerry Taylor from the Blue Cross Rehoming Centre. Now, Kerry, we know that research from the Dogs Trust shows that 85% of parents leave children with dogs at home unsupervised. Is this a worry?
Yeah, I mean, this is a massive figure, isn't it? That's a huge figure, and that's a real worry. We know that children that are bitten under the age of 14 are usually with dogs that they know, so they're in the home with. Now, this is really worrying because supervision means all the time being in close contact, being able to act if you spot a dog looking a little bit uneasy or a child behaving inappropriately, and it's going to upset the situation.
Now, the summer holidays are coming up, and what advice do you have for parents with young children?
Yeah, I mean, summer holidays coming, my kids are so excited already, me less so probably, but it's really important that people put in practical measures to offer positive separation. So if the kids are going to get in the paddling pool, it's getting a bit excited, you've got friends coming over, there's lots going on, then actually put the dog away, maybe behind a stair gate with a nice Kong, a carrot in the garden, making sure they have a nice time too.
And I mean, these dogs here are just incredibly cute. I wish I could take one home with me.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit more about body language.
Yeah.
What parents should be looking out for?
Yeah, parents really need to look out for the real subtle signs that dogs are showing. So, I mean, Charlie's running around having a lovely time, but if your dog at home isn't happy in the situation with a child, you might see a little bit of white in their eyes, they might be backing away, maybe a little lift of their paw, tense in their face. And it's really important to intervene at those points positively, so you're getting the dog away, giving them a little treat, making sure they have a nice time. If these are ignored, then that's when things can go wrong and a bite can happen.
Okay, well, you've heard it here. Now, if of course you are interested in